You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.
What's good, everybody? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. We got all my guys here, and we have a solid 8-game slate. So I'm gonna get right to it because we already got to go at a brisk pace. I think we got to go like 3 minutes a game, something like that. So yep, we'll start at the top. Jazz and Wizards opened up Wizards -4. Looks like -5. Total open 233.5 is down to 231. And I don't even really care about the injury report, but I'll take a glance. No Brogdon, no Poole for the Jazz, no Markkanen, no Sexton, no Collins, no Clarkson. No me, man. It's this easy way.
Is bad for your health.
And I'm just pass it to Babano because if anybody,
I bet the over. Two teams I don't trust defensively. Two bad teams, a lot of points. That's usually the go-to for me. I think it goes over the total, even with the guys that are out.
I would agree with that, but no marketing, no, like you said, no Brogdon, nothing I want to be interested in. Backwood. Let's get to the other games.
The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you looking at the plug. I don't give a fuck how much of a hurry in. We getting that bitch in. Hey, shout out to my guy, Justin. Stacks' play of the day in there. OG Stacks, I see you, my man. Gold Jew in the building. Lucky Power. Beautiful young lady, Tasha. But yes, Skee, you can back with this bitch for me as well.
Is bad for your health.
All right, next game we have Heat and Cavaliers. Cavs open -11. Still see 11s out there. Total open 227. That hasn't really moved, so not much movement on this game. As far as who's available for the Cavs, I don't see anybody on the injury report. For the Heat, Wiggins out, Ware out, Jovic out, Jaime Jaquez out, and Hero is questionable here tonight. So could be missing a hell of a lot. I mean, how can you bet the Heat when you see all of that and just knowing, Cavs are going like a well-oiled machine right now. It's really Cavs are past. Maybe an over, a Cavs team total over. How you viewing this one here?
I would lean in that direction. I don't love the fact it's back-to-back, and they haven't played 4 quarters. They didn't play 4 quarters again last night, but, man, they were just so much better than Chicago in the second half. It didn't matter, and they just destroyed the Bulls in the second half, and they still covered the full game point spread. That could happen here too, but back-to-back, a little bit sketchy, big number. I don't want Miami, though. I can tell you that. I'm with you there 100%, but I ended up passing. No bet for me.
Perfect situation for Max Strus right here. I think he's going to go over his 8.5 total here. Max Strus, the way I'm going and betting in this game, going up against his old team, he's hit this number 4 out of the last 5 games. And I think it's a little emphasis there. Like you said, it's a little bit more interesting on the other side as well. So Max Strus over 8.5 points. Get to the money.
What you got on Cavs and Heat, Dutchie?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. You have to pay me to bet this motherfucker, man. Back with this bitch.
Is bad for your health.
What up, B Foster? Next game. Oh no, wrong one there. Wolves and Hornets is next one up. 8.5 was the opener. Still see 8.5, some 9s. Total went up from 221.5 to 223. As far as injuries, Gobert out, Conley out, Randall is game time decision. Okogie's out for the Hornets. Nurkic is probable, and Taj Gibson also probable. I know it's not this game, but I saw something about. I guess I could wait, but I saw something about Towns. Hopefully, everything is good over there with Towns. I don't know. It made me think about it because it's his old team. But anyway, I'll go right back to Babano on this one. The Hornets have, they've been pretty pathetic for most of the games post All-Star. They're getting 9 points here at the house. Is it enough to get your interest?
Oh man, it is. I'm taking Charlotte. It's a small bet because this team is something I'm not fully trusting. You know, that Sacramento game, I'm still wearing the scars and the the cuts and the from that loss. I remember it. It was a terrible performance. But you know, look at this situation here. It's Minnesota's a bigger road favorite. It's not exactly been a great role for them. They're on a back-to-back. It's a rest advantage spot for Charlotte. I thought actually, if you look at that Golden State game, you know, they were competitive until the fourth quarter, and that's when Steph Curry, ended up carrying things down the stretch, and they pulled away late. But I thought for a good chunk of that game, like they were within single digits of Golden State for a good amount. So I think when you look at this, it's a tough spot for Minnesota. I think I saw enough in that Golden State effort from Charlotte that I think they can keep this to single digits. They kept Golden State within single digits into the fourth quarter, and I think they could do that here. Hopefully get the cover. Small bet Charlotte. They are a tough team to trust, but I'm going to trust them a little bit here tonight.
Dutchie or Wham?
Julius Randle coming off pretty good game. He probably going to be sat for tonight. I think. I'm not necessarily sure there, but if he is in there, I think that's going to be a good advantage for Minnesota. So it is kind of interesting to see what the number is right now and his questionable status. I think it kind of shows that he's probably going to be playing today, in my opinion. And if that's the case, I got to go Minnesota here just because Charlotte, it's just been pretty much dog shit. I agree with Babano, though. Like, you know, eventually a dog has his day here. And it's just a tough game. But I don't think this is a backwood. I think if you like Minnesota, you got to trust them, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say.
Dutch.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy BD in the building. Good to see you. Chill Will in the building. Good to see you, my man. I ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you back in the chat. DJ Dixon. We say a lot of shit on this motherfucking show, but let's not say that bullshit ass word. But shout out to the look. Yeah, man. I think I'm here just to get high and talk to y'all motherfuckers because I don't like nothing. I didn't know these two teams were playing. Get this shit the fuck out of here, please.
Is bad for your health.
Dutch said he's just here for the vibes, man.
That's it,
Here for the company. Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Hey, I needed to be around some real ones for at least 30 to 40 minutes today because you know it's a bunch of fugaziness everywhere you motherfucking go. So absolutely, I needed it.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, man. Separate yourself from the bullshit.
This game it's no movement, side or total, but you got a lot of questionables for the Celtics side. Everybody in the start. For one, Porzingis looks like he's doubtful. Holiday looks like he's doubtful. Then everybody else except for Horford looks like they're questionable. White and Pritchard are probable. Portland, Jeremy Grant questionable. Ayton out. Williams out. Tybull out. I have a hard time, thinking that this is a game that the Celtics are really going to care about. We've seen a lot of times them come and play a good game and win or cover and then, just sleepwalk the next game. I can see this being a sleepwalker. Lean Blazers. But I know it seems like you agree.
More than a lean. I'm on. Blaze it up. Rip City, baby. Plus 9.5. I think this is the time to take them here tonight. It's a sleepy spot. They just beat Denver. It's a big-time game for the Celtics in their last game. They got play after this. Philly and the Lakers. I know Philly stinks, but still a division opponent. And then the Lakers after that. This is the spot for them to just do enough to get by. Will they lose the game? Probably not. But look, this Portland team, I continue to say it. The effort is very commendable. They're 5-1 straight up. 5-1 against the spread their last 6 games. Their only loss was by 4 at Cleveland. They just took the Cavs right down to the wire over the weekend. This Blazers team, it's too many points in a sleepy spot for Boston. I'm on the Blazers here, plus 9.5.
Yeah, I like that.
You on that too, Wham Bam?
Nah, I haven't dropped in on it yet, but I was thinking to talk to you guys about it, and I do think that the Portland, I don't want to be cutting up, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put a 10 hat on here, but obviously it's not a 10 hat because it's evident once these guys win a game, they're 11-30-1, ATS. As far as Boston, they don't really give a damn, bro. They don't really give a damn. After they win a game, they don't give a damn. It's just what it is. And time shows after, like you said, then this is a pretty good team, like you did mention as well, Babano. I'm all the way liking what you're saying here. I think Portland is going to cover this game and possibly even win outright on some, just because this team is be bullshitting sometimes. So I definitely agree with you, Babano. I haven't took this yet, but yeah, I think that may be something I'm adding for sure. And I like Caillou still. I still like Caillou today. You know what I'm saying? Of course I like Caillou. All the injuries. Caillou going to go crazy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chill Will. He's been out for 2 weeks through the funeral, man. Hope everything's lovely, my man. Prayers to you and yours. And see, I be missing. I knew you was gone. I be missing the real ones, homie. I miss the real ones. I see you. But yeah, salute to you and yours. That's how you. This is when you know it's a bad motherfucker. What I ain't even call this West Coast one. This is a bullshit ass. What they call it, hump day? Get the fuck out of here, man. This is Netflix and chill type of day because everybody like Portland. Hey, this is when you know it's real bad. When I hear sharps like Bobano, Skee, I see some other motherfuckers talking Portland. I mean, our boy Bobano started off with Blaze It Up, Rip motherfucking City. I mean, come on, man. I mean, hey, more power to y'all, man. But are we stepping in front of these motherfuckers, the Leprechauns with Boston? I'm gonna sit back and root for you, motherfuckers, man. But I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. After that win, bro, they only covered 11 games this year after a win.
I'm just saying, that's what we're doing on a Wednesday. That's how bad it is. Go Portland.
Yeah, look at Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh talk about it. Look, 11 games, bro, after win ATS. I can't.
Well, I woke up to the Blazers. I was like, okay, the Blazers is the hot thing today. You know.
I don't know. I'll think about it a little bit more.
You know what it is? A lot of people like in Portland. That's what's the scary thing.
Like, you better have some strong. You better have that real snake sitting by you, buddy.
You know what?
You know what I mean? It's one of them double shot nights.
That's
crazy. All right. Grizzlies and Thunder opened up Thunder -7.5. It looks like 8. Total went from 247.5 to 250.5. And who is out in this one? Caruso, Chet, Mitchell, all out. And then Aaron Wiggins, questionable. For the Grizzlies, a lot of people questionable here. Aldama, Conchar, Morant, Pippen. We have Jaren Jackson Jr. out. Both of these teams, Babano, I'm coming first. Both of these teams love to get up and down the floor. Neither one of these teams playing a whole lot of defense. Makes sense why we see a 250 total here. The market moved it up a few points. Do you think it's too high, or is there still some wiggle room?
There might still be. I'm on it because I've been riding these Oklahoma City overs for a while now. Every day on the show for the last week, I've talked about Oklahoma City over the total. And what is it now for them? What, 8 straight? The 7 straight Thunder games have gone over the total. And there might still be wiggle room. I mean, there was 265 against Houston, 278 in their game against San Antonio, 254 in their game against Atlanta, 259 in the game against Minnesota. There's only one game in their last 5 or 6 that stayed below this total where it is right now, 252, 252.5. There might still be wiggle room. I got it at 250. It's gone up a little since then. I would still consider playing it. I don't know if we've run out of room yet with the value as far as the Thunder overs, because they are lighting it up. It's not just SGA anymore. It's Jalen Williams. Everyone's in a good offensive form, but you're right. Their defensive intensity is not there. They're kind of, I don't want to say going through the motions, but they've had this great regular season. You know, they're not locked in right now at the defensive end. And one of their best defenders is out in Caruso, which doesn't make it easier. So I think one more over. Let's see if we can push this to where even in the 250s, it can still get there.
I like it. I'm on it. Anybody else?
I mean, 250, bro, is what it is. Like, we look at it like, in the NFL, you look at 50s and you kind of like, okay, you look towards the under. In the NBA so far, I'm like 250, and the game just goes clearly over. So it's 250 for a motherfucking reason. Co-sign what y'all say.
Exactly. Yeah. Only way I would take anything in this game is over. I don't want nothing to do with the side here. I think over is just a better play for sure.
All right, Kings and Nuggets. Nuggets are a 6-point favorite. Total of 236 right now. No Malik Monk, no Sabonis. Then for the Nuggets, Jokic is questionable here tonight. Looks like actually Aaron Gordon also questionable. Watson questionable. Najee questionable. Strother out. Sacramento. I mean, I just don't trust them, man. I can't put my money on Sacramento. That's just how I feel. Personally, especially now you're missing a couple starters. Denver at home. It is Denver or nothing. But I probably won't bet this game. Who wants it?
Yeah, man. I like the over in here. I got it at 235. Last two times, the two teams played twice this year, 250. Both games over in the 250s. Sacramento can't stop nobody, but they can put the ball in the bucket. Denver defensively isn't really going to wow you, and Aaron Gordon is questionable. Joker, I believe, plays. I'll probably live play this game from a side perspective because I kind of look at Sacramento first half and expect Denver to take control. This is their first game back from a long road trip as well. But I just expect tons and tons of points. 4 out of the last 6 have went over against these boys. Meetings have went over, and 3 of the last 4 home games for Denver has went over this number. So I expect up and down. I expect Sacramento to get off to a really hot start, and then reality to set in a little bit, and probably get a better number on Denver here live. Because it does seem a little easy right now, -6. I mean, maybe because Joker's questionable, but it was 5.5. You can still get 5.5. That seems a little light, like too easy, like a layup. So I'm gonna wait and probably get these motherfuckers at a pick 'em live. But over 235.5, it's good money. Finally got to be all motherfucking something, and that's all I got.
Shout out to Chill Will, man.
We've got to have money.
I missed it. There we go.
Just came in.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
I'm on it today. He on it today.
Hey, I'm trying.
Hey, tonight. He must have something going tonight.
That's how you know now. Hold that down. Hold that down. Hold that down. Hold that down. Yeah. Hold on.
The kids around. They hear everything.
Shout out to RP. I get money. Mark, Tasha, Chill Will, of course, with the $10 super sticker, man. We really appreciate you, King. I like the over with my guy Dutch here. I think everything he was saying, I'm right here about to say right here with the first quarter over. I think the first quarter over is a great play in this game. Both teams have been playing pretty well. Like you said, I expect both teams to come in this situation with the intensity of being able to score on each other. I don't think they're scared of each other at all. Denver is 7-3 towards the over in the first quarter over the last 10 games as far as Denver. And as far as the Kings on the road, I think they've been going towards the under there in that spot. But I just think everything that Dutch was saying is locked in. Them got to be able to score on these guys there. I think DeMar DeRozan has a good game here as well. And this is actually probably one of the better games for the day. You know what I mean? So I like the over in the first quarter, over 60.5. I like that all the way. And shout out to Justin as well.
We've got to have money.
Appreciate you, Brody. 100%. Man, that was funny. That was funny for sure. I'm gonna go to the next game. Mavs.
Did Babano talk about that game?
Did he?
I like the over 2. No, I'm with you
shit.
there. I actually had a small bet
Here.
on Sacramento for me because Denver's coming off a road trip. I don't love this spot coming off a pretty long road trip out east. The only thing that concerns me is they're off the loss to Boston. They may want to bounce back, and Sacramento's defense comes and goes. So I actually took a small piece of Sacramento at +6, but I like the over more. I think that's the better play.
We've
2
got
people on the over.
money.
Comic Ricky coming through. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, we're gonna win today.
Yeah,
Live today.
Crank up the cheesecake and the champagne for our guy, Comic Ricky, man. It was his recent birthday too, so happy belated birthday to our guy, Comic Ricky. Always support him. Much love, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed your day, man.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday.
My boy.
All right, now we can move it on over Mavs and Bucks. I think I was just a little excited because I'm thinking about playing this game. I'm curious what y'all gonna say. But
Save it for last. I see. Okay, because I was like, we skipped this one. All right, okay.
opened up Bucks minus 9.5, now 10.5. Total not really moving at 225.5. Injury report. I mean, it's a hell of a lot of people on here for this game. We know there's no Kyrie. That sucks for Dallas. AD is out, XML, Gafford out, Hardy out, Lively out, PJ Washington out, Martin and Kai Jones both game time decision. For the Bucks, Giannis and Kuzma and Lillard all probable. No Connaughton, no Bobby Portis, no Gary Trent. Man, Babano, I'm coming to you first. I'm looking at this total. Who's scoring for Dallas? That's just, I mean, I don't view Milwaukee as like a big defensive juggernaut, but their defense has been solid post All-Star. They're 7th defensive rated team. And it's just like, who do they have left to put the ball in the basket for Dallas? So maybe it's the under for the full game. Maybe it's just a Dallas team total under. Their offense has already been struggling. But I don't know how much I trust them to be able to defend Giannis, in the paint on the other side. That's why I say maybe Mavs team total under. How are you viewing this game, Babano?
That's the best approach. I think it's the Mavericks team total under. Isolate that because Milwaukee could have their way in the paint. There's no rim protection right now for Dallas. That's why they could be piling up easy points here in this game. If Milwaukee wasn't on a back-to-back, laying the points might be the way to go. But I'm with you. Who's scoring for Dallas? Just scored 98 points at home in a loss to Sacramento. Okay. And I watched that because I had Dallas. What a horrible play that was. But, 98 points against Sacramento at home. Kyrie Irving now out for the season. You traded Luka Doncic away. Who is going to be able to step up consistently, put the ball in the basket? I'm not so sure. I think this is going to be one of these things to maybe bet tonight and keep betting it if it keeps cashing. Because it could take a while for odds makers to adjust downward in this Dallas offense. Because to me, getting this team total at 107.5 right now with it, that's too high right now for Dallas. Didn't even crack 100 at home against Sacramento. Now they're going to be trusted to go on the road and get well into the 100s against Milwaukee. I don't think they do. I think that's the best way to go here. Dallas team total under 107.5.
Dutchy.
Shout out to RP in the building. Good to see you, my dude. Abby Sports. Good to see you. Player prop. Player prop. Spencer Dinwiddie. I like Spencer Dinwiddie. Over, you could get 16.5. You can get 17.5 out there is plus money. He gonna have the ball in his hands, man. I mean, they need somebody to put the ball in the bucket. But goddamn, man, this is what we're doing. This is what it's come to. This is ugly as fuck. But yeah, I don't see defense. I don't know. I've been telling your total Skee, and our guy Lingo Wick said that was my first total of the year. No, I started doing a little bit of totals last month, and they profitable a little bit. But I don't know about this one. I don't see Milwaukee defensively, and but yeah, you look at it from a Mavs perspective. Who does score? I think Spencer Whitty does. Our boys in the chat like a little bit of Klay Thompson tonight. Maybe he catches fire. But first game off of big time injury, right? What usually happens, and we know what Milwaukee is known to do all season. Realistically, known to do since Dame came to town, and that's coast play down to their level, right? So. The more I talk about this game, the more I look at this game, I think Dallas plus 10.5 is probably good money. But it's nothing I bet. Maybe I'll get there.
Appreciate the $2.99 dono from B-Man right here.
702.
We've got to have money.
Shout out to B-Man, though. Man, and for me, bro, I'm like Kuzma. His double-double seems good. We don't got no Bobby Portis still suspended. You got to get some burn. This is a team that's lacking big man. You know what I'm saying? Kuzma double-double seems like a good spot right there. He did get 10 rebounds last game, 8, 9, and 6. So it's starting to go up a little bit since the news about Bobby Portis. Maybe his PRA is where I want to go. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to bet with Kuzma. I think Kuzma has a pretty good game against this team because the obvious thing about the Bucks right now is that they need to get that third player rolling. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm really on the coaching staff for the Bucks, I know we got a team that's probably undermanned. You know what I mean? If we do gonna play down to him, it's because we trying to force Kuzma the ball. We trying to get him going type shit. So I think Dame could still have a good game, but I think he might not care too much as much. And they try to focus in on getting Kuzma, Giannis, and the boys involved. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with Kuzma, but not a backwood to me. I think I'm going to find something in this game.
Last game, Pistons and Clippers. Pistons open -1.5, as high as 5 now. Total not really moving. For the Clippers, no Kawhi, no Powell. Man, I was thinking Pistons, maybe Clippers team total under. Clippers been traveling so much lately. Now playing on a back-to-back. Pistons been hot. The only way I can look. But Babano.
Yeah, I took the Pistons earlier, better number than now, but I would take it now. I mean, I still think they can win this game by a solid margin here in this one. I think I got it in on it at 4. It's up to 4.5, 5 right now on the Pistons. Pistons playing well, 9-1 in their last 10 games, rest advantage. What a brutal loss for the Clippers. Clippers were up handily. They were up by 19. At one point last night against Phoenix. But credit to Kevin Durant. He turned into Kevin Durant in his prime last night. That was some kind of performance he put on. 34 points. Funny, he was going at it with old Bud on the sideline there at one point too. And yet they managed to somehow, the Suns team, which hasn't been playing well either, managed to overcome that on the back of Kevin Durant. Come all the way back with a huge, 21 point plus 21 in the fourth quarter over the Clippers to come back and win that game. That's a demoralizing loss for the Clippers. Now they got to try to pick themselves up off the mat of a crushing defeat, go back home, back-to-back situation. Pistons on the better form right now. I think Detroit -4 is the way to go.
Yep. Detroit basketball. Clippers, man, they averaging 25 points over the last 5 first quarters. They're actually 1-9 ATS in the last 10 first quarters there. So they haven't covered a first quarter only once in the last 10, and they're shooting terrible in that span as well. 41% in the first quarter. They're just terrible. And they're going up against one of the better first quarter teams in that span. 31 points is what they're averaging over the last 5 games. And then they're 7-3 ATS in the first quarter. Pistons first quarter might be the best bet today, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Jordan. He got a good line on this -130. Got a nice size bet on it. Hopefully you cash. AOD. Good to see you, my man. Let's get the best bets, Skee.
Slide it on over. Best bets. Like we always do. Wham Bam first up. Let them know how to get paid.
Hey, man, if you want to pay a little juice, Max Strus -7.5 points is -145. I definitely would endorse that. Pay a little bit, man. It's only 8. That's his average for the year, man. 8.8 average for the year. He's hit this total 8.5, 4 of the last 5 games, going up against his old team. Max Strus for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Get paid today, man.
Babano, how'd I get to the window today?
Let's go to Boston and Portland. I think it's too many points. I think the Blazers, who have been on a ATS trail of glory lately, and this is that typical Celtics spot with the Sixers and the Lakers on deck. Sleepy time. Bye nighty night, Celtics. It's going to be a sleepy night in Boston, and I think Portland, they're playing hard. They keep it competitive. Blazers +9.5 for best bet.
Good stuff from Babano. I'll go with the Thunder and Grizzlies. I got over 249.5. You can get a 250 right now. I think they'll make it up and over once again. Thunder been over every game, I believe, post All-Star. Last but not least, Dutchie, let the people know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, man. Freshest look. We're going to the Mile High. Hey, and it's only right because I'm high as a motherfucker. And we're going to get that score high as a motherfucker there in Denver. Believe that. Over 235.5 is good money. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Our guy BDB, man. Chill, Will. All the donations today. Muchly appreciated. New subscribers, creating the memberships, supporting the motherfucking movement. It's what we need. And we muchly appreciate y'all. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Now stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.